Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to solve Perplexor number 20, Pig Thanksgiving. I will be sharing my thinking with you, and that you can go ahead and solve it with me. First, I'm going to read the story. Every Thanksgiving Day, the pigs at Farmer Brown's pigsty had a party to celebrate the fact that the Indians gave the Pilgrims a turkey instead of a pork roast. The pigs were named Baker, Porker, Lonely, Snuffler, and Snorty. They all wore different colored hats, which were white, orange, yellow, brown, and green. They each brought their favorite food for the feast. They brought corn, truffles, swill, walnuts, and peanuts. For amusement, they put on their favorite Shakespeare play, Hamlet. They each took the role of a different character in the play. The characters were Hamlet, Horatio, Polonius, Ophelia, and Laertius. Based on the clues, match the pigs with their hat colors, their favorite foods, and their Shakespearean characters. Okay, here we go. The pig who played the role of Hamlet wore a yellow hat and did not bring corn. There isn't anything we can do with that clue yet, so I'm simply going to circle it so I know I have to come back to it. Next clue. Baker and Porker did not wear orange or yellow hats and did not bring peanuts. So Baker and Porker did not wear orange or yellow hats, so I'm going to cross off orange and yellow. And they did not bring peanuts. Now I'm going to go back up to clue number 1. The pig who played the role of Hamlet wore a yellow hat and did not bring corn. Well, I can see right here that since Baker and Porker didn't wear yellow, then they also did not play the role of Hamlet. So I can go down here to the bottom and cross off Hamlet. Okay, clue number 2. Baker and Porker, I'm sorry, I finished clue 2, so now I'm going on to clue 3. The pig who played Ophelia brought walnuts and wore orange. The pig who played Ophelia brought walnuts and wore orange. So now I'm going to look over here, and again, Baker and Porker, I know that they didn't wear orange, so that means that they did not play Ophelia. So I can, or bring walnuts, so I can cross that off. They didn't play Ophelia, and they didn't bring walnuts. So again, I used the process of elimination, but I'm going to have to come back to this clue. I'm going to have to revisit it. So I'm going to circle it. Snorty wore a brown hat and did not play Horatio or Laertius. Snorty wore a brown hat, so I'm going to circle brown, and did not play Horatio or Laertius. So I'm going to cross off those two names, and I can cross off everything. I can cross off everything else for the colors for Snorty, and I can go through and cross off brown for everybody since Snorty wore brown. Okay, what else can I do here? Let's take a look. Snorty wore a brown hat and did not play Horatio or Laertius. Now I'm going to go back and revisit clue number 1. The pig who played the role of Hamlet wore a yellow hat, while Snorty wore a brown hat. So I know that he did not play the role of Hamlet. So I can cross that off. And did not bring corn. Okay, I still can't do anything with that. Let's look at this third clue. The pig who played Ophelia brought walnuts and wore orange. Well, I can see that Snorty did not wear orange, so I know that Snorty didn't bring walnuts, and Snorty didn't play Ophelia. Now look what happened. Because of the process of elimination, I can see that Snorty played Polonius. So I'm going to circle Polonius and cross that off from under everybody else. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I can eliminate. Okay, I don't see anything else that I can eliminate right now, or anything else that I can narrow down, so I'm going to cross off clue number 4 because I'm finished with it. Let's take a look at clue number 5. The pig who played Horatio brought corn. The pig who played Horatio brought corn. Well, I'm going through to see if I can figure out who brought corn, and I'm not seeing that right now, so there's nothing I can do. Oh, I'm sorry. We should have done this last time. We can eliminate corn right here because we now know whoever played Horatio brought corn, so I can eliminate corn from underneath Snorty. Okay? Because Snorty played Polonus, so he didn't play Horatio, and so I know that he didn't bring corn. Okay? I'm going to circle this clue because I'm going to have to revisit it. Number 6. Baker did not wear a green hat or bring corn or truffles. Baker did not wear a green hat, so I can eliminate that. And he did not bring corn or truffles. So because of the process of elimination, I can see that Baker wore white, so I'm going to circle white and cross off white from underneath everybody else. And I can see that Baker had swill, so I can circle swill and cross swill off from underneath everybody else's name. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to eliminate this clue. And I'm going to go back up again and revisit clue number 1. So do you see how I keep rereading? And if I'm not finished with the clue, if I circled it, I know that that clue, I'm going to be able to use that one again. Okay. The pig who played the role of Hamlet wore a yellow hat and did not bring corn. So I'm looking at Baker. I've already crossed off Hamlet. Okay, nothing I can do there. I'm looking at Porker. I can see here that because of the process of elimination, Porker, the only color left, is green. So I can circle green, and I'm going to eliminate green from underneath everybody else. Okay. The pig who played the role of Hamlet wore a yellow hat and did not bring corn. Ah, well, since this person didn't wear a yellow hat, and the only two options here are corn and truffles, I can figure out that the person who wore, I can figure out that Porker brought the corn because he didn't wear the yellow hat. So that means that we're going to have to use the truffles with another character. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on that. That's my thinking right now. Okay? The pig who played Ophelia brought walnuts and wore orange. The pig who played Ophelia brought walnuts and wore orange. Well, I'm looking at Snorty. He didn't use orange. He didn't bring walnuts. He didn't play Ophelia. Now I'm looking at Snuffler. Snuffler may have wore orange and may have brought walnuts and may have played Ophelia, so we're not going to cross anything else off here. Same thing with Loinley. Let's take a look at Porker. Porker did not wear orange, so Porker also did not bring walnuts, and Porker did not play Ophelia. That's already crossed off. And let's look at Baker. Baker didn't wear orange. Baker wore white, so he did not play Ophelia, and he did not bring walnuts. Okay, let's look at clue number 7. Snuffler did not wear a yellow hat. Snuffler did not wear a yellow hat, so I'm going to eliminate yellow, and that leaves orange for Snuffler. And so now I can cross off orange from underneath Loinley, and that leaves yellow. Okay. And I'm going to finish up with clue number 8, and then we're going to go through and think through some things and reread some things to figure out the rest. Snorty did not bring peanuts, so I can eliminate peanuts from underneath Snorty. Now, in looking at this, I can see that the only thing left for Snorty to bring is truffles, so I'm going to circle truffles here, and I can eliminate truffles from underneath everybody else's name. Okay. As this shows me that my thinking earlier had been correct, and Porker brought the corn. So now I can eliminate corn from underneath everybody else. I still have to decide between walnuts and peanuts for Loinley and Snuffler. Excuse me, sorry about that. I still have to decide between walnuts and peanuts for Loinley and Snuffler. I'm going to push pause on this video and then we'll solve the rest of this with the next video.